magic number. Yes, it is.
Now we're up to part 3 of trying to make these histograms. We're going to show the count for how many samples in each part, right? Then we're going to, right, then we have the colors match the map. See, this is nice. We have the colors and the histogram, so you can like put things together. So this is, and this one is a little bit tricky. Let's jump back to Excel. So you should have this sheet where it's all your data. Remember, you had the 3 different groups that we then saved for the map. We're going to go back to Red Hook Data All. And for this one, we're going to need count if. So I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to make a little table. We're just going to start with the total. So we're going to do total count, and it'll be less than 400, 400 to 1200, and greater than 1200. And to do this, you do a function which is called count if or count if. So you do equals count if. So we're going to do count ifs because it's count ifs that you do, it's like a bigger version of count if. So you click on it and you look at what's criteria range criteria. So what's that mean? So what you want to do is a criteria range is where you're looking and what you're looking at. So we're going to look at this lead category. So we're going to look through all of these. So I'm going to scroll down. So I have those. I'm going to do this, comma. I'm going to do less than 400. Hit return. We have an error. And it's saying when the first character is an equal sign or a minus sign, right, you need quotes. But actually, so that's not going to work. So hit OK. So it actually says you want to do equals this 400, and you need quotes. So say equals less than, that's not going to, equals less than 400, right? And this is nice. It says we have 60 of them. But now the nice thing would be if we want to drag this down, we want to be able to use this over here. So right, if we drag this down, it's not going to work. The first thing we got to do is we got to fix dollar signs on our L2s and our L103. So L's are always tricky in ones. You can't see them. So now if we drag this down, we should get 60, 60, 60, because see, it's less than 400. So now this one we'd actually want to be 400 to 1200. Right, but it's weird. You want to do something better and use this less than 400. And this is a little funky, right, on how you're going to do this. So we're going to do it once. So let me fix this one. I'm going to say greater than 1200. So we have that. But let's try to do this again. So let's do total. I'm going to copy this here. I'm going to do it more Excel-like, right? So we don't want to type this 400. We want to put a reference in. And how you do this is let's delete this, right? You would think you could just click here to 400, right? But it does not work, right? That would be the smart thing. If you click to 400, but it doesn't work. So what you have to do, you have to put a quote, equal sign, quote, and then you put the ampersand, which means concatenate, and 11. So you're saying put equals, and then and 11, boom, and it works. And now we should be able to drag this down because these are fixed. We drag down, and there it works. It's really nice. So now we know how many totals. But what we really want, I'm going to copy this over. We want how many of these are in the NYCHA housing area, the park, or the street. And we can look, right, park, street. So I'm going to know how many of these are housing, right? So now we need 2 things that it's equal. So I'm going to copy this over, and it still works, but it's not quite right. Because now remember, count ifs, look, it's criteria range 1, criteria 1, criteria range 2. So now we want this area housing. So I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to go up, and then you want this to be, you could do quote equals house, quote, double quote, right? But then we don't want to be typing this quote equals house again. So we're going to use the same trick. We're going to do equals ampersand house right there. And so now if we do this, right, it's saying how many are less than 400 in the NYCHA housing, and that's 20. But now we're going to want to drag this down. So we drag this down, drag, it's going to mess up that 15. So we want to have it hold the 15. Then we're going to want to drag it across. So for this, we want to hold the N and let the 16 go. Let's see if this works. So let's see if we can drag this down, drag this across. Uh-oh, something didn't work. Let's see what didn't work here. Oh, I see the problem. Look, I forgot to put the quotes on the H's. So let's do the H's. Right, did you see that? Because when I clicked here, like I clicked here, and see it dragged it over one. So it's in the wrong spot. So I'm going to click back. Here are the H's. I'm going to put dollar signs around the H's. I'm going to drag this down, drag down. Let's see, Matt, this is the time. Oh, nice. And now we can put total equals sum. Right, it says drag these, oh crap, drag these over. No, having trouble, drag over. I'm going to put the equals sum for all of these. Oh, I have a typo. Let me get rid of that star. And I have 102. So you can see, look, we can, I'm going to do total here. Total, look, so it adds up 60, less than 400, 35, 7, 102 total. And you can see where we have for the house, the park, and the street. And now we can add our chart. So if we highlight this, we don't want the total, I can go insert, column, right? And then we could go like, if you look at this one, it's a stacked column. But if you look at this one, I don't quite like this one, because if you look, because we have different numbers of samples, so it makes it hard to compare, right? So what I really like, let me see if we can do change column. See, this one, it automatically puts it percentage, see, out of 100%. So house, park, street, out of 100%. And now we just got to make this look professional, right? That's where we want to go. So first, right, we do this. I'm going to make, we could do format data series. Right, we do the fill, solid fill. That's sort of an ugly green. Maybe I'll do that green. But you know, you can also, if you ever want more colors, you can click more colors and really choose your green. Right, you can figure out your brightness. Maybe we'll choose something like, I know it's gonna be a little bright. That's a little bright for me, but that's all right for, then for this, remember it was green. That's gonna be definitely too bright. I gotta go back and fix that. I'm gonna go back for like a darker green. Right, then these were yellow. Oh, bright yellow, that'll do. Here's the red, right? And so that's starting to look good. And so now we can, I'll show you if you want, you know what I'm gonna want to do. Let's make the home, let's make all the fonts bigger. That's 14, so that's gonna be better, right? I don't know why they don't put the borders on these things. Do format plot area. Right, we want fill, border, solid line, black. Right, that's starting to look better. I'm gonna move this over here. We need this axis line down here. Line, solid line, black. That's good. I'm gonna get rid of these lines. Right, we're gonna want, we should know how to do all this. We're gonna want our, where do we have it? We want our tick marks. Major type outside, right? Then we're gonna need to put in our, let's click on here, chart design, axis title, primary horizontal, axis titles, primary vertical, right? Did it put everything at 16? Let's just 14, let's double check, 14, good. Then here you could do percent samples, right? Here you can do location. Now we're starting to look better. And for me, I put the numbers on them. So if you want to actually put numbers, if you right click, you can add data labels. I'm not sure I like the data labels, but let's add it, right click, add data label. Oh no, here I'm do I think, right, let's click out. You want to do one quick click, add data labels. I think we could just do this one, add, let's see if I could just do this one, add data labels. No, it puts them all on, but that's okay. So you have location, park, percent. I do not like, I'm going to show you, this is how I made my axes last time. I did not like this. I did this. I did this. Let's put this over here. Make this scrunch this a little bit. All right, then I should already did. It needs a title, right? So we don't want to get rid of the chart title because we always put a figure caption in. Oh, damn. When I did that, I don't like that many, so let's get axes options. Let's make major unit point 2. There we go. And then to add a title, I did insert some text. So how do I do it? Insert. Where's my insert text? Because I'm zoomed in. Give me a second. It's going to be, oh, I'm in chart design. Let me see here. Oh, where are we? Chart design. Move chart. Nope. Format. Insert shapes. Maybe I'm not going to be able to insert text. Somehow I lost it. Let's see. Here we go. Yep. No, insert shapes text. There we go. So I'm going to put this here. Right. You're going to see lead. Lead. And that's in ppm. Right. So that's a little bit too small. Let's make this bigger. And I'm just going to fake this into a nice legend. So if we do that, then I'll make that 14. Right, not quite right. Let's do this. Right, move the box. And see now, there you go, lead, ppm. So you have the lead concentration. Maybe make this a little bit smaller. Oh, but make this, I don't know, make this bigger. There you go, make this a little bit bigger like this because we got rid of it. We have lead. Maybe we do want this box around it. Line, solid line. You could always do like a dark gray since it's the legend. There, that's actually a good looking graph. Percent samples, right? And now you're ready to put that into any report you do. And if you look, now I'm gonna go back to PowerPoint where I have the two. Look, this is really nice. Now you should better see how it all comes together. You made this nice map, right, where you see it, and then you have the histogram, so you can start to put the two together to truly make the story. Good luck.